Welcome back to the channel, boys and girls. In this video today, we're going to be creating a short program in Python, which allows us to create a list, but also add and remove items from that shopping list. Okay. So as we progress, feel free to pause the video at regular intervals, okay, which will give you time to code alongside me. You may want to split screen it, so you can have me in one half and your own Python environment in the other. Okay. In this case, I'm using Replit. If that's not working, you might want to use the Mu editor or the Python idle environment. Anywhere is fine. For me, Replit is just simple. Okay, so let's start by displaying or outputting a message in our environment. Okay, and to that we need the print statement. So we'll say print, welcome to your online shopping list organizer. And a capital W in there. Okay, and let's add a little feature which personalizes it. So rather than saying welcome, it will say welcome and then your name. Okay, so we're going to create a variable called name. So we'll say name equals input. They've got our brackets and our speech marks. What is your name? Okay, now we know that this is a variable because of this little thing here. Okay, the equal symbol assigns whatever the value of this will be into name. Okay, so name will store whatever we type in, so we can call it later. And we'll do that now. So again, we'll display our message, print, welcome to the shopping organizer. Name. Let's test it. Press run. Mr. Smith. And now it says, welcome to your shopping organizer, Mr. Smith. Fantastic. So now let's move on and let's start to create our list. Okay, we can type it like this, but it's always good practice when you have multiple words in a list name to use camel case. Okay, camel case starts with a lowercase, but then your second word will have a capital letter. Okay, it's a bit like the hump in a camel. That's why it's called camel case. And I'm going to assign some items to it using the equals, and remember to use square brackets. Now with the list, it's important to both add items in speech marks, but then separate them in your list with commas in between. So it'll look a bit like this. So let's add bread. Okay, have a comma, eggs, juice. Okay. Now for our next part, we want to give the user an option as to what they can do. Let's have three options. Number one, they can view the list. Number two, add an item to this list. Or number three, remove an item from that list. Okay, so we'll do that by saying option. Okay, and we want the user to be able to type in. So equals input. Open our brackets. What would you like to do? Press option 1, 2, or 3. 1, view the list. 2, add to the list. Or 3, remove from the list. Function. Okay, to append means to add something to the end of a list. Okay, and the thing we're going to be adding is item. And now finally, let's print our new list. Print. In fact, let's make it a bit snazzy. Your new shopping list is shopping list. Let's run it and see. Option 2. Let's say we want to add some cheese, and there we go. Your new shopping list is bread, eggs, juice, and cheese. Okay. Now for option 3, let's be a little bit lazy. Okay, as computer scientists, always be efficient. Rather than typing this all out again to remove, I'm just going to copy and paste, and then change it. Okay, so Control C, Control V to paste. Now I just need to update my. Let's update it line by line. So let's say opt for option 3. need to add my indents for all lines. But rather than appending or adding, I'm going to say remove. Press run. Option 3. Let's say I want to remove eggs. And now it's done so there. Okay. Now just be careful, make sure your indent lines, let's be neat, and make sure it lines down this side here. Okay. But here we have successfully displayed the value of a list, added an item to a list, and removed an item from a list. Okay. So remember, when we go from line to line, that is sequence. Okay, a sequence just goes in order. But here we have what's called selection. So our code could go here. We could skip lines 12 to 18 and go straight to line number 19, depending upon the selection up here. Okay. What you may wish to add as an extension is an iterative loop. Okay. To iterate means to repeat. So at the moment, our program currently ends here, but you could add a loop or an iterative loop which takes us back to line 7, so we can either add or remove additional items from our list. Okay, give it a try. Good luck. Always test your code at regular intervals, and don't forget to like and subscribe.